What's up? What's good? It's me, Ro Reacts. Welcome to my channel and thanks for joining me. If my voice happens to find you today, I hope all is well. I'm Ro. Everything said on Ro Reacts channel is alleged. It is in my opinion and for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is how I view what I see on TV and social media. My perspective, my opinion, what I have to say, and how I perceive it. And today, Ro reacts to pyramids in North America. So y'all was strolling through TikTok, curious about the world and all up in people's business. And I came across a young man in Illinois discussing the Cahokia Mounds. So I said, well, if they have one in Illinois, they must have one in Louisiana. And then Pyramids of North America popped up, and I went down a rabbit hole. I almost covered every state. I said, slow down. Yes, you heard that right. While most people associate Egypt with pyramids and Mexico, North America has numerous pyramids, often overlooked but rich in history and mystery. From California to Canada, these ancient marvels tell the stories of civilizations long past. So y'all, I know you got 20 minutes to put to the side to watch this video, right? Get your son, your daughter, your niece, or your nephew, or you yourself, sit down and learn about the beautiful geological land that you live on. Listen, learn, and do your own research.
America, map of ancient pyramid civilizations and prehistoric communities. All right, now if you look at this map, it is a map of modern day America. And look at all the pyramids in America.
So, pyramid. That you cannot mistake that for anything else but a pyramid. And it has everything. It's pyramid. Don't argue with me. Have a good day.
This is Ames Monument, found in Beaufort, Wyoming. This structure is 60 feet tall, made out of pure granite. They say it was made as a monument to the Ames brothers, who were major financiers of the Transcontinental Railroad. Said to be built in 1869 with no power tools and no way to move these type of granite blocks. Cap, people in that area know that monument was there before 1869.
And like the pyramids of Egypt and Central America, Ames Monument also contains passageways and hollow spaces.
And I'll go up there. They're fixing that.
So now we've come into Egypt. It's the Egyptian pyramid.
Cleaning that out for something. Probably another shopping center.
Lasting area.
They have really cleaned off a big area.
It's a lot greener than it was the last time we come through here. It was not green at all, just all purple.
People here in the Americas, Mississippi, was calling this place Egypt. Why? Here in the Americas, we have over 2,000 pyramids. In Africa, there's a little over 300. Why do they only teach about the pyramids in Egypt? It's because they're gonna tell the narrative and how it benefits them. But they have to tell the truth. They can't lie. There are pyramids in Egypt. Not the Egypt that they propagated for you to believe. When the Europeans came over here, they destroyed millions of structures that the indigenous people have built. But they want to turn around and call us primitive and savage in order for the narrative to benefit them. They want to hide our culture, our heritage, our structures, our sciences, our technologies away from us because it suits their narrative that we were just primitive and they bettered us.
So yeah, as I've stated, the modern African Nile only has 3 main tributaries, 3 main streams coming from the Nile. But the Bible states that there are 7. The Mississippi has 7 major streams and is one of the longest rivers in the world, and it flows into the Mexican Gulf, or what is possibly the tongue of the Egyptian Sea. Mitzrayim is the Hebrew and Aramaic name for the land of Egypt. Mitzrayim is the dual form of Matzor, meaning a mound or fortress, the name of a people descended from Ham. It was the name generally given by the Hebrews to the land of Egypt and its people. You have mounds found all over the Americas, but especially all up and down the Mississippi River. In fact, you have so many mounds built along the Mississippi River, the academics have named the people that built them the Mississippi Mound Builders. This is a significant fact because mounds are associated with Mitzrayim, which is Egypt.
This is amazing. Look at this. That's wild. When I say beautiful, this is beautiful. The all-seeing eye. This is some type of altar, people. Look at that. That's crazy. Roll the corn. Beautiful. This mound got to be 80 feet in the air, people. Look at that. That's crazy. Pyramid, people. I don't understand how big this is. That's crazy. We know the truth now. You would think this is somewhere in Africa. You would think this is somewhere in Egypt. But nah. This is in Memphis, Tennessee, tore down in the late 1800s. You see the state column buildings in the back? Those buildings are still used today as Capitol buildings. You see the pyramids? We know the truth now. We know who built them. We've been here.
It's a very important thing to know, but for some reason we don't know it. But if you stand at the center of what was once the greatest civilization in the United States, yeah, America's first city, or one of them, basically it's the American Indian's finest achievement. Well, at this point, you've got a 4-lane freeway that just runs right through it. And of course, when you're on that freeway, you're just looking around there. All you're going to see is Illinois, you know. A lot of you have seen that. Lots of agriculture, some trees. You'd never suspect anything. You wouldn't imagine thousands or perhaps millions of people that once teemed this area around this grand plaza. You wouldn't know that, would you? You'd never even cross your mind. However, it's actually less than 10 miles to the west of St. Louis. It's the ancient city called the Indian Mounds that gave St. Louis its nickname, Mound City, back in the 1800s. Of course, back in those days, it was almost completely leveled by the turn of the century. Today, most of it's been torn down or bulldozed.
When you think of Illinois, you probably don't picture a 100-foot pyramid jutting out of the landscape. Yet, the pre-Columbian Native American city of Cahokia is found near St. Louis, just a few miles east of the Mississippi River, and it's home to the largest indigenous pyramid in all of the United States. The city used to cover 6 square miles and contained 120 mounds, but destructive colonial behaviors reduced the existing mounds to just 80. At its peak, Cahokia is estimated to have sustained between 6,000 and 40,000 citizens, who were known as the Mississippian culture, making Cahokia the largest pre-Columbian city north of Mexico. Building began around 600 CE, and the city remained inhabited until 1350 CE. The 100-foot tall central platform pyramid, Monk's Mound, used to look more impressive with its 5,000 square foot structure built across its top.
These are the mysterious pyramids of Major Francis Drake. Francis Drake was the man Dade County, Miami, Florida is named after. He was unalived by Seminoles in Florida with his troops at this so-called area where these 3 ancient pyramids sit. But what is interesting about these pyramids are they are aligned with Orion's belt. And it's said through history that they were built specifically for Francis Drake and his troops to get buried under. Cap, these are ancient structures right in plain sight. Check out the newspaper clipping about these pyramids. This clip states that Negroes and Indians fought against the colonizers at this point in history. Florida Seminoles resisted settlement with the help of Black Seminoles. These pyramids were already on indigenous land when they got here. We know the truth now.
So, what's the craziest thing you know?
The pyramids. The pyramids are crazy, right? We all know this.
Yeah.
But did you know, like, the actual facts about them? Like, you know that the pyramids line up perfectly with the Orion's belt, right? The Orion's belt is just a star constellation containing 3 supergiant stars, much bigger and brighter than the sun. You just cannot tell me that is a coincidence. It's too perfect. Another one is that the altitude of, like, the pyramids is the same number as the speed of light. If that isn't something exceptional to you, then I don't know what is. Some ancient drawings even have depictions of light bulbs. So obviously there's several theories on how they were actually built. Some say it was giants. And then the argument against that is, wouldn't we have found their bones by now? Some say it was some form of extraterrestrials. And then another theory is simply that they were far more advanced back then. But, like, think deeply. How do you actually think that they built such grotesque infrastructure? It's such an interesting topic. Do you think that with all the knowledge and machinery and tools and all that, that we could replicate something similar?
Ancient pyramids in America.
This is a screensaver, but this is the Grand Canyon. But what y'all don't know is that's a pyramid, that's a pyramid, that's a pyramid, that's a pyramid.
Now, I don't know about y'all, but that
that kind of looks like a pyramid to me, right? Kind of looks like a pyramid shape with a little temple thing at top, like Chichen Itza. That was pretty cool. And there's this.
Now here you go again. You say you want your freedom.
The new era we are.
Okay. Did the Aztecs build this?
No.
They did not build this.
No, the Aztecs, they found it.
They found it.
600 years later.
Who built this?
This is a good question.
Okay.
Nobody knows exactly, but 80% the experts, they mention the Quichuilcas guys. It was another culture. So Olmecs, the oldest, the mother's culture, the people in Mexico, Aztecs, Mayas, Toltecs, Zapotecs, and many more, they believe it, that Olmecs was the number one and was the
Olmecs?
That is in the coast, in Veracruz and
It's a native culture.
An interesting video is coming out of Joaquin Miller Park in Oakland, California, where a group of witnesses were hiking and said they discovered the top of a pyramid. Oddly, it's triangular in shape, and it does look like a pyramid. The question, though, is, what is this? What is poking out of the ground, and did this suddenly appear? Take a look at this footage and tell me what you think.
Come on, bro. It's the pyramids in Oakland, man. Look, it's the pyramids in East Oakland, man. Look at that. This the Lonely Land for real. Look at that.
We have the largest pyramid in the Northern Hemisphere. It's called Monk's Mound. You have one part of the Mississippi River go one way, the other part goes the other way. In the Y of that split, you have a place that Native Americans call Cahokia. Today it's called Collinsville, Illinois. It's near St. Louis.
Melanated Indians, descendants of the mound builders, why they got castles in the background. See, y'all just looking at this. People just looking at this. People just looking at this. What about that? What about that? Why that's there? They built it. They built it. I put a video up last year on my old page. It got it's the Grave Creek Mound in West Virginia. Got a big ass castle. Here go the mound, here go the castle right here. I told y'all, the people buried in that mound lived in that castle. Now it's a goddamn prison. Now it's a prison. I put that information on the internet, man. Ain't nobody do that but me. Now I see everybody talking about it. I told you that shit go together. It go together, y'all. This is Grave Creek Mound, the oldest Indian burial ground in America. Only 1,000 feet away sits the old West Virginia State Penitentiary. Favors a castle, right? People in that area know that castle and those mounds were built together. Ancient artifacts were found there, with ancient writing predicting the stars and astrology. This was built by the Adena tribe. Look at them. We know what kind of people they were. Now ask yourself, why would you build a large jail right outside of a large indigenous Indian mound? Because they didn't build it. Ancient nobility priests were buried at the bottom of that mound, and they also lived in that castle. We know the truth now.
So this man just found some ancient pyramid remains in Louisiana when he was hiking. Y'all gotta see this video.
They had just reached Louisiana in a certain location. And we're gonna look out for these ancient sites. And as you can see here, these are massive, massive stones that have been here for thousands and thousands of years. If you could imagine, as the scientists said, in the Yucatan Peninsula, an asteroid hit 250 million years ago, that it would have thrown up sediment here. But the scale of these stones are massive. And they go into the ground and up and up and up and up. Roughly about 75 to 100 feet. We got a pretty good storm coming in, so we're gonna continue this journey at another time. But I just thought I'd share with you some of these findings. And as you can see, these go straight up, way up. And if there were pyramids here thousands of years ago and an asteroid hit in the Yucatan Peninsula, the Gulf of Mexico, it would have covered this place with hundreds of feet of sediment. Massive stones. Huge, massive. I mean, look at this. Look at the tops. Roughly 80 to 90 feet above from the basin of where these stones are at, protruding out of the ground, perfectly cut. Some of them are eroded. And it just goes on and on and on. I'm anxious for the weather to get out of here and clear up so I can get back into these locations. My goodness, perfectly fitted stones. There's no way that these are natural formations. They are perfectly cut stones and placed thousands of years ago. And then you have these capstones on top. Amazing. Amazing. Who would have thought here in central Louisiana? Look at the size and the scale of these stones. Perfectly fitted into place with capstones. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a natural formation. This is an ancient civilization that has not yet been spoken of or discovered. And it goes on and on into the ground, further on down into a bayou. This is the base of the bayou. As you can look, you have one level capstone, but you have a pyramid type structure. They want to call it mound Indians. I prefer to differ. The mound Indians did not build with these kind of stones.
Y'all, they found a pyramid in the middle of the woods, but I got a crazy theory. Wait to the end. Look at that shit, yo. Like, y'all know the planet is a crazy mystery, but people, y'all know how they said that the pyramids basically like conducted energy back in the day, right? Like basically gave away free energy. But I want y'all to peep this, yo. Look how they like sitting on like a squarish grid around them, right? Y'all see like those squarish grids around them? Let's look from the top view. Like y'all see like the grids around them? Look at this video. Look, y'all, somebody was in the airplane, right? And took this crazy video. Do that not look like the pyramids, yo? How the square and everything was set up? Do it not look like they're using pyramid energy? These are supposed to be solar panels. Now, what if they find pyramids like these and cover them back up and then use the energy from them Johns, yo? Like the ones y'all just seen, like look at that John. Y'all can't tell me that they don't resemble each other, yo. And who is really going to be out there in the middle of the desert to even see that? Or even one see it from above like that, you feel me? Crazy. Oh my God!
If you've made it this far, thanks for joining me on this video. Y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next Ro Reacts video.